anytime you text a woman, the purpose of the text should be to ask for a date. It's not to try to chat her up. It's not to try to build interest or build rapport. The only reason you are texting this woman is to get a date. You need to treat texting like it is a gun. Like at any given time, this could be a dangerous weapon, so you only use it in the proper manner. And for a guy, the only reason you need to be texting a woman ever is to ask for a date, because you're going to save your rapport time for in person, where you can tell jokes that aren't going to be misread, where she can hear the tonality of your voice, which is going to turn her on, and where you can do things tactilely that are going to result in her having interest in you a lot faster than all this texting, okay? But wait a few days, wait till Sunday. I don't typically recommend that you need to be texting women on weekends, specifically Fridays and Saturdays, because those are days that she needs to think that you're out having life without her, all right? If you're texting her on Fridays and Saturdays, guys, just give you a little tip right here, right? Is if you're texting her or asking her out on those days, that indicates to a woman that you do not have a life outside of her, because those are days that are saved for like serious relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, or those are days that you save and wait for her to ask you on, which lets you know where her interest is at. All right. So don't text her till Sunday. And on Sunday, you just text her and ask her for a date. Now, I recommend to you guys this is that you do not ask a woman out more than twice and get rejected. Okay. So let's say you hit her up on Sunday and you ask her out on a date, and either she doesn't respond or she says, I'm busy. Okay, fine. Wait another like 5 to 7 days and then ask her out one more time. If at that point she doesn't answer again, or she gives some other kind of excuse, that is her passive way of saying, I'm no longer interested, but I don't want to hurt your feelings. And I've said before, you can't fault women for doing it that way, because a lot of times in the past, when they've probably said to a guy directly, hey, I'm no longer interested, crying, possibly getting bodily harmed, or having a guy constantly beg, we should be together, blah 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 blah. So a lot of women are just going to phase out on you, and just take that as it is. Take that to mean that they're not interested, because I'm telling you guys, women that are highly interested will just say yes to a date. They will not flake on you. At best, they'll say, I can't make it today, but what about this day? So women that like you help you. If they're not helping you, it's their subtle passive way of saying they're not interested, and you move on to greener pastures. All right. I know that as men, as people in general, we want an end to a story. So this is why a lot of guys will say things like, well, if you don't want to go out with me, just tell me. Guys, more often than not, that's not going to happen. Women don't want to hurt your feelings. And even if they don't want to be with you anymore, they recognize that your ego is not going to be able to take their rejection without trying to overly convince them why they should stay. All right. So if they start passively going away, that's just the way they do it. Leave it be. But ideally, guy, wait till Sunday, hit her up and see what she says. This episode is brought to you by the Introvert Dating Success Membership Academy, opening on November 1st. Join the waitlist and get your free PDF, The Girlfriend Roadmap Checklist, at introvertdatingsuccess.com.
Thanks for listening to the Introvert Dating Success Podcast. Visit us at introvertdatingsuccess.com for more great tips on attracting women using your natural introvert charm. Oh, yeah.